Hello, I welcome you all to this wonderful lesson. So this is a chemistry question that I want us to answer together. So I will not only teach you how to answer this particular question, but even as I'm teaching you, I'm also explaining other parts so that you should not only know how to answer these questions, but similar questions, if they are to come in an exam, you will be able to answer them. The question is saying, below is a list of substances. So this is a list of substances: aluminium, bronze, nitrogen, water, cement, methanol, potassium chloride, sea water. And below are the questions. These are the questions that are here. The first question is saying, which substance is an element? So which substance is an element? We want to know the substance which is an element. By definition, an element is a pure substance. And you need to know that an element is a substance that is made up of one type of material that cannot be split either by chemical means or physical means. So most of the elements are found on the periodic table. If you check the periodic table, we've got aluminium, nitrogen, all these are found on the periodic table. So you can pick one. So I will just go with the nitrogen. I'm not saying this is the only answer. No. You can pick nitrogen, you can pick aluminium. All these are elements that are found on the periodic table. Then we go to this other question, which is saying, which substance is a single compound? The substance which is a single compound is water. Why is water a single compound? Because we've got two atoms of hydrogen that get to be chemically bonded to one atom of oxygen. This is what you are supposed to know and understand. And you know what we mean when we talk about a compound. So a compound, we know and understand that this is a chemical combination of two or more elements. When elements combine together, they form a compound. So this is what you are supposed to know and understand. We now move on to this other question. Which substance is a mixer? So these answers, I'm not saying these are the only answers. We've got different answers. So as long as you know what a mixture is. What is a mixer? A mixer is a combination of two or more substances physically. So when you combine two or more substances physically, you come up with a mixer. An example of a mixer here that I can talk of, I'll go with bronze. Bronze is a what? Bronze is a mixer. This is a what? This is a mixer. When you search, you discover that even seawater is a what? Is a mixer. So this is what you are supposed to know and understand. The reason why I've gone with bronze, it is because this is an alloy. What is an alloy by definition? An alloy is a combination of two or more metals. So when we combine two or more metals or non-metals with a metal, we come up with an alloy. So an alloy, in simple terms, just say this is a combination or a mixer of two or more metals. We go to this other question. We go to D. D is saying, which substance is an element that conduct electricity? This applies to all what? All metals. All metals conduct electricity. Have you seen? The question is saying, which substance is an element? So substance which is an element is what? We've got aluminium there. So we go with the aluminium. Hope you are able to see how I'm answering this particular question. So the answer is what? Aluminium. If the question was saying which substance conduct electricity, we've got potassium chloride. Potassium chloride, we know and understand that that is an ionic compound, and all ionic compounds conduct electricity. So we know that, but the question is saying an element. So we pick an element. This is what you need to know and understand. We now go to the last question. So I guess you are able to see the list. You were able to see the list. This was the list. So the question E is saying, from the above list, select one which is an ionic compound. The question we need to ask ourselves, what is an ionic compound? So an ionic compound, this is a compound formed when a metal reacts with a non-metal. When a metal reacts with a non-metal, we come up with an ionic compound. In that case, we've got what? Potassium chloride. This is what you need to know and understand. As simple as this. Have you seen? These are simple questions that I want you people to know how to answer them. Potassium what? Chloride. Which one is an alloy? An alloy, we know that it is what? Bronze. And you need to know that this is an alloy that gets to contain what? It contains copper and what? And tin. It contains copper and tin. You discover that copper is 88%, while tin is 12% of mass. All these things, you are supposed to know them. Hope you've seen how I've answered this question and I've helped you revise through some of the exam questions. So this is how you are supposed to answer questions in an exam. This is your brother and your friend Addison J. Zulu Tutor. So if you are new to this channel page, don't forget to follow me. And those of you that wants to start lessons with me, we've started GCE lessons as well as internal candidates. So if you want lessons, you can WhatsApp me on my number. This is my number 0971066747. So we offer tuitions in mathematics, science, biology, English, language. So if you want lessons, you can call me, you can WhatsApp me on this same number. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like the video and let me know where you are watching me from. I want to know where people are connecting from. Thank you so much. I believe you've learned one or two things.